Have you ever felt like pet brands are playing games with you? Everything you see in stores, from toys to treats, is designed to sway how you care for your dog and how much you spend, not to help you, but to empty your wallet. But that's over now. In this video, I'm going to show you 9 accessories and hacks the big brands don't want you to know about. They're cheap, effective, and work better than a lot of the stuff they try to sell you as must-haves. Once you see them, you'll never trust a label the same way again. Stick around to the end because number 9 is something you already have in your fridge, and it can save you dozens of dollars every month. Trust me, once you get there, you're going to want to try it today. And one of the earlier ones could completely change the way you look after your dog. AirTag instead of a branded GPS collar. Do you really need a $150 collar plus a monthly fee just to know where your dog is? You need to track them without the hassle or the subscriptions. An AirTag in a sturdy case, clipped to the collar, gives you precise location, months of battery life, and 0 recurring payments. And if you don't have an iPhone, there are alternatives that work with your Android phone. Add a visible ID tag and an up-to-date microchip, and you've got a doubly effective setup. You can even set up alerts on your phone if they wander out of your safe zone. It's not glamorous, it doesn't come in a glossy box, but it works. Brands don't promote it because there's no premium plan or annual renewal to upsell. You decide when to swap the battery. While others pay for extra services, you can put that money into real well-being. Ready to save on treats too and give them something genuinely nutritious? Then keep your eyes on the next section because it smells like the oven and a happy pup. Homemade dehydrated liver treats instead of processed rewards. When you rip open a healthy treat pouch, what you really get is flours, byproducts, preservatives, and flavorings. Your dog will eat them, sure, but why not try something real? Here's a nutritious, easy, and dirt-cheap alternative. Slice liver into thin strips and bake it low and slow at about 200 to 210 degrees Fahrenheit. In about an hour, you'll have crunchy, flavor-packed treats loaded with B vitamins and iron. You choose the thickness, the baking time, and the source of the meat. Once they're done, store them in an airtight jar so they keep their smell for days. There's no shiny wrapper or ridiculous claims here, just real food. It's cheaper, healthier, and way more exciting because it smells like what it is, liver. Know why nobody recommends it? Because there's no packaging, no profit margin, and no limited edition bacon flavor collection. What you get is bonding, cooking, and control. Speaking of bonding, what truly calms your dog isn't sold in a spray, it's hanging in your closet waiting. Your worn t-shirt instead of calming collars or sprays. They sell you clinically proven pheromones and magic essences in $20 bottles. But the scent that calms your dog the most is yours. A worn t-shirt soaked in your smell, tucked into their bed or crate, tells them, I'm with you, even when you're not. Use it on stormy nights, road trips, moves, or alone time and watch their anxiety melt away. Your dog will breathe slower, curl up, and sleep better. It's simple, personal, and best of all, it's free. Wash the shirt once it stops smelling like you and refresh the trick. It won't look cute in an ad, but it works because your dog doesn't need marketing. They need connection. No one advertises it because you can't package your smell with a logo on top. Want to challenge their brain without lights or batteries? The next hack turns old fabric into a mental gym that drains their stress. DIY snuffle mats instead of noisy store-bought toys. Lights, sounds, batteries, and 5 minutes later your dog is totally bored. Squeaky toys excite them but don't satisfy a dog's most powerful need, to use their nose. Grab a non-slip base like a rubber doormat and strips of old fabric to make a homemade snuffle mat. Once it's done, hide little bits of food in the fringes and let your dog sniff them out and relax. Scent work cuts stress, mental fatigue, and destructive behaviors because it tires out their brain, not just their body. Wash the mat now and then, change up the difficulty, and tailor it to their level. It's pure creativity versus compulsive consumption. The problem for brands? You can't sell something made from old t-shirts for $35. If you like that idea, wait until you see what you can do with a pot and an ice cube tray. The next tip is cold, nutritious, and almost free. Bone broth ice cubes instead of store-bought dog ice creams. Specialty dog ice creams are packed with starches, flavorings, and stabilizers. The good news is there's a super simple, nutritious alternative. Simmer bones with a splash of vinegar to pull out collagen and minerals. Once it's done, just strain it, let it cool, and freeze it in ice molds or silicone trays. You'll have cold blocks that hydrate, entertain, and nourish. Your dog will love licking, nibbling, and discovering the flavor bit by bit. Add carrot chunks, pumpkin, or a pinch of turmeric to switch up the flavor and texture. It's so simple and nutritious it won't fit in a quirky tub with a luxury price tag. Nobody suggests it because there's no profit margin. Now that we've fixed the heat issue, let's solve another pricey problem. getting your dog into the car without a giant ramp. The next hack fits both your trunk and your budget: a sturdy step stool instead of a ramp for getting into the car. Specialty ramps promise safety, but cost a fortune and take up half your trunk. A wide, solid stool or a couple of folding steps do the same job. They give your dog support to climb up without harsh jumps. Add a non-slip surface and practice with treats and patience. The result? Independence for them, no back pain for you, and your cash untouched. It cleans easily, stashes in a corner, and also works at home for couches or high beds. Why doesn't anyone tell you? Because it doesn't carry a veterinary use label or a 400% markup. And now, before we move on, just know that if you visit happydogsplace.com/gift, you can download a free guide packed with tips to make your dog's life even happier. It's full of fun ideas, helpful strategies, and all the basics every pup needs to thrive. You'll find the link in the description. Clicker and positive reinforcement instead of shock collars. Shock collars promise quick results, but hide the fear and the damage they inflict on your bond. A clicker costs less than a cup of coffee, and with positive reinforcement, actually teaches. The click marks the exact moment they get it right, and the reward makes them want to repeat it. No pain, no yelling, no confusion. Sure, it takes consistency, but it builds solid learning and a confident dog. Shock collar brands don't want you to know the most effective tool is your consistency and a cheap button. Practice in short, clear, fun sessions. And if your dog needs to chew for hours, leave the chemically treated rawhide on the shelf, because the next substitute comes straight from the butcher and brings collagen too. Real raw bones, instead of pressed rawhide bones. Rawhide bones are chemically treated skin, rubbery in texture, and a choking hazard. Real bones like kneecaps, tibias, and shanks, raw and always supervised, supply collagen and long-lasting entertainment. Check with your vet if there are dental or digestive issues, but in most cases, nature designed better chew toys than any factory. Provide fresh water, take the bone away if it splinters, and keep it in the fridge for the next day. No logo, no coloring, just nutrition and the joy of chewing. Why doesn't anyone advertise it? Because you can't patent a femur. And to top off dental care with something brilliantly simple, check out what an orange veggie from your fridge can do: frozen carrot, instead of dental chews or flavored toothpastes. What you usually find in stores are beef-flavored dental sticks that never saw a cow and chicken-flavored pastes that just mask bad smells. In contrast, a peeled frozen carrot scrapes plaque, massages gums, and provides vitamins. It soothes teething puppies and, for adults, is a crunchy, safe, refreshing snack. Offer it whole if it's big or in chunks if it's small, always under supervision. No additives, no hidden sugar, and no flashy packaging here. Just a chilled veggie your dog treasures. It's cheap, accessible, and effective. Want more tips this simple, useful, and affordable? Let me know in the comments, and we'll keep dismantling the big brand's catalog. Now I recommend you watch the other video showing on screen. In it I explain 12 things dogs love that only 2% of their owners do. Tap the image to open the video and learn them all.